You might be wondering why I, a nerdy introverted developer, got here, right? Well, here's my story of how I almost went to jail. And up to this point, it's still embarrassing that I didn't see this coming by the way the client was acting. Anyways, so all this took place in my internship back in June, July this year. My supervisor at the company I worked at introduced me to the parent of one of his students. For context, I worked in a company that contracts software projects and mainly teaches students software development and robotics. So my supervisor introduced me to the parent of one of his students because the parent was looking for someone to homeschool his son on robotics and software development. Let's call the son's name John and his father's name John's dad. So John's dad had a problem. I didn't realize it until later on in this video. He needed someone to homeschool his son on robotics and software dev. Seems legit, right? I mean, what could possibly go wrong? My supervisor asked if I was interested in teaching him in person, and being the eager, naive intern that I was, I desperately said yes, no question asked. A few hours later, John's dad reached out to me and we hopped on a call. So on the call, we talked about John and how bright the kid was, especially when it came to tech. Anyways, the conversation was all fine and good, at least that's what I thought at first. Several minutes into the call and John's dad started questioning my qualifications and how qualified I am to teach his son John. Mind you, my supervisor had already spoken to him about me and how good I was, not to brag or anything. But by the way he decided to question me, I assumed that he was just trying to see how qualified I was for himself. That's what I thought. After all, no parents want to invest a lot of money into their kids' education, just for them to come back home without learning nothing new. Fair enough. So John's dad asked me a series of questions, mainly tech-related questions, and obviously I answered them all flawlessly. But then he transitioned to the topic of cybersecurity. I'm a software developer. I barely know anything related to cybersecurity. I don't know where he got the idea that software developer equals cybersecurity expert. I just know enough not to accidentally click on a phishing link and that's about it. But did I tell him that? Absolutely not. Why? I'm a tech bro and my pride didn't let me. Instead, I said something along the lines of, yeah, I have some experience in cybersecurity, which was a blunt lie.
Stop it. Get some help.
I figured I would just learn on the job if ever came to that. But that's where I messed up. So John dad said he wanted to test how good I am, and if possible, recommend me to a cybersecurity role in the company he worked at. The moment he said those words, I was hooked. And I'm not proud of that. He gave me the website link and told me I should perform a vulnerability test to see if it was possible for the website to be hacked by criminals, not knowing I was soon going to be one of them. So I opened the website and looked around. Then I told him it might be possible that let me give it a try. He gave me up to the same time tomorrow and that I wasn't the only one that was giving this test and that I'll be competing with 2 other people for this role. He also added that everything concerning this project should be kept a secret due to some vague company policy. Me not thinking straight at the moment didn't catch on to the first red flag. So after the call I got to work, I tried to. I had no clue where to start. I googled penetration testing, I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and quickly realized that most of the tools require paid subscription. Yeah, my broke intern self couldn't possibly afford that. I'm not about to spend my money to buy subscriptions that I might only ever use once. Plus, I don't even have enough money to even be thinking of that. I didn't get paid during my internship, so I had to pay for everything using my savings. And let's not even talk about how ungodly the cost of transportation is. In desperation, I decided to poke around using Chrome Inspect Elements features. I ran a Lighthouse report on the website hoping that it would magically reveal something useful. Well, it didn't. But I downloaded the report anyways, just in case. I stumbled across a tool called Havage, which is essentially a website hacking software. Just a quick disclaimer, I do not condone or encourage unethical hacking. Do not do it, it's bad and you might probably end up in jail. I might have attempted it, but that doesn't count. Back to the video. So I downloaded Havage and I inserted the link to the website into it. It didn't work. The software said something about it not being able to hack secured websites. You know, those websites that has an S at the end of the HTTP. By the way, that S stands for secured. So for me to hack a website like that, I needed to download Havage Pro, which, surprise surprise, was also paid. At this point I should have quit, but no. Instead, I decided to search through the internet to see if there was a cracked version of it. You know your life has taken a turn when you're looking for a cracked version of a software that's used to crack other softwares. I wasn't able to find the cracked version of Havage Pro using my Chrome browser, so I decided to open Tor and give it a try. And luckily, or should I say unfortunately, I was able to find it. With all the warnings from my laptop telling me that this software may contain a virus, I decided to take the leap of faith and still install the software anyways. After all, this is not the first time I'm doing this, and I shouldn't be proud of it. Feeling smug, I entered the website link into Havage Pro. I waited for it to do its thing. And waited, and waited, and waited some more. And after an hour, the software gave me an error. Yes, an error. After banging my head on the wall and after many hours of crying, I decided to just give a basic review of the website. You know, the Lighthouse report I downloaded previously. And at the end of the document, I wrote that the website was very secured and practically very hard to hack. To be honest with you, I didn't know what the heck I did, but apparently after I sent the documents, he said that my review of the website was good. Good? I barely even knew what I did, but since he said it was good, let's just keep it that way. He addressed the issue of me not being able to penetrate the website, and I told him the same thing. The website was very secured and it can't be hacked. I don't know why, but for some reason, he found it hard to believe. A supposedly alleged cybersecurity expert is telling you that your website is very secured, and you don't believe him? Those were the questions I wanted to ask, but I'm socially awkward and I really needed the job, so I just made some noises like this. I just spoke. So since I couldn't hack the website for him, he asked if it was possible for me to clone the website. Well, it's possible. I've used website cloning tools before, so I thought I could do that. He then asked if it was possible for me to deploy a cloned website. And that's when my BS detector went off. Thank God! Cloning a website? That's fine. But deploying a cloned website? Now I smell something suspicious. I told John's dad that I hadn't deployed a cloned website before. But I'll look into it and get back to him in our next call. Keeping the conversation secret, I had to tell my supervisor what was going on right there, right now. Because the potential scale of this event wasn't something I thought I could handle. My supervisor's expression was priceless. Apparently, John's dad wasn't some random stranger. He was someone my supervisor had known for years. But clearly, this man had gone off the rails. Long story short, the issue was cleanly resolved. I blocked the guy's number, we reported him to the police, and now he's in jail. I'm just kidding about the jail part, but I blocked the guy's number for sure. Lesson learned. If someone ever offers you a cybersecurity gig out of nowhere and asks you to hack your website, run. Don't even spend 1 second interacting with them any further. Close the app, uninstall it, wipe your phone storage and incinerate your phone. I've been experimenting with this type of videos, developer story time, so I hope you like the video. And for more videos like this in the future, I don't have to tell you to subscribe, right? Right?